A brand new Tesla update was just released that turned on a hidden feature that you're probably going to want to turn off as soon as possible. Also, Tesla just closed a major loophole that was saving owners over $10,000. I've got some tips on how to get a Tesla for $100. New colors have been confirmed by Elon himself. And yes, let's of course talk about that now infamous Tesla jump that happened right here in LA. As always, there is a lot going on in the wild world of Tesla, lots of news to get into, so let's just jump right into what you need to know. But first, of course, a huge thank you to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. They make a wide variety of some really high quality apparel, including some new stuff that you're definitely going to want to check out, but more on all that in a bit. First things first, let's talk new paint colors. Yes, as previously rumored, and it's really long been rumored, new paint colors are official and coming to a new Tesla near you very, very soon. Elon himself confirmed that at this new state-of-the-art paint studio at Giga Berlin, that Tesla will start offering thicker coats of paint and two new color options, a darker red, rumored to be called crimson, and a new silver color, rumored to be called liquid silver, though I've heard some conflicting reports on exactly what that official name is, so at this point, it's sort of TBD. Now, we don't know officially what these colors are going to look like, but thanks to these renders that we saw a few months ago, I think we've got a pretty good idea and a good representation of what we should see coming out of Tesla's factories very soon. Now, the first one here, Crimson Red, this is a little easier to visualize since we've seen this color on Elon's personal Tesla, and this is sort of what it looks like. It's a deep red, sort of maroon, almost purplish color that I think many people are going to love. And I think this is going to be a great alternative for those who want a new color and maybe something in the red family, but are not a fan of that bright, sporty red that you've got right now. I personally love it on my Model Y, but I know it's certainly not for everyone. And as for the silver color, one of the big concerns for many owners right now is how you're going to differentiate this new color, this liquid silver, from the midnight silver that we've already got. And sort of our best guess right now is that that color is great, and it's sort of this darker silver, darker gray, while this liquid silver sounds like a lighter color. Maybe it's sort of like the silver that Tesla used to offer. We know that this was removed a number of years ago, but there have been rumors and some alleged spy shots that Tesla's going to bring this back. So not sure if it's going to be bright silver or sort of chromy, or if it's going to be sort of somewhere in the middle between the old silver and sort of the midnight silver. But this new liquid silver and maroon should be coming out of Giga Berlin very soon. And sort of the assumption is after it starts there, it could move to other factories, maybe Giga Texas, Fremont, China factories, and other places around the world. Hopefully we soon see these other color options offered in more places than just Berlin, though that's where it seems to be starting, at least as of right now. And yes, speaking of Giga Berlin, that factory is now officially up and running, and deliveries have started, and the festivities kicked off with some interesting dance moves by Elon himself, and also gave us a little glimpse at maybe some work being done on the Model 2. Now, before we continue breaking down more Tesla news for this week, I want to take a quick break and tell you all about this awesome shirt and also the company behind this awesome shirt. And that, of course, is this video's sponsor, Into the AM. Into the AM has been making ultra comfortable and premium clothing since 2012. And they're on a mission to help you express your energy, your creativity, your passions with some high quality apparel that just looks great and also feels amazing to wear. And personally, something I love about Into the AM is that they've got a wide variety of really high quality apparel, including a collection of graphic tees with really vibrant, colorful ink with some really cool designs. They've got some more subtle basic tees, and also their new all over print collection that showcases some beautiful designs printed all over the apparel. And speaking of that, the shirt that I'm wearing in this video is from the all over print collection. This is the emulsion tee. It's this like beautiful cascade of colors with sort of this white and darker grays and some blacks, and it sort of reminds me of marble. I love the design. Here is sort of a full image of what it looks like. It is this beautiful design printed all over the tee, and not only is the design really nice, and I sort of love the way it looks, but the shirt's got like some nice weight and body to it. It's like this breathable, stretchy material, but it also has a little bit of weight. It's a little bit firmer, so it doesn't sort of get super stretchy and sort of lose its shape, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm picky on my tees, but I love the way this thing fits. I love the way it looks. I am just a huge fan of Into the AM, and I love this new all over print collection. And not only is Into the AM making some really great stuff, but they've also got some really great deals going on right now as well. Like you can get 3 graphic tees for $60, 3 basic tees for $45, and also, of course, they've got a wide variety of new stuff in their all over print collection, and also tank tops. As the summer months are upon us and the temperatures heat up, you can pick up some awesome new tanks from Into the AM. So if you guys want to learn more and check out all that Into the AM has to offer, just click the link right down below in the description or head to intotheam.com/Robert10 and use my special coupon code Robert10 to get 10% off your order. Again, that is intotheam.com/Robert10, link down below, and use the coupon code Robert10 at checkout to get 10% off your order. One of the most interesting tidbits from this Giga Berlin festivities here was a naming contest. Now, for all we know, this could be a naming contest for something internally. We have no idea what it is, but some believe, or some are speculating in the Tesla community, that Tesla could be fielding names for their new lower cost Model 2 that would revolutionize the EV industry and really the car industry with a much better Tesla at a much lower price. Now, Tesla's official stance on the Model 2 is that they're not currently putting any resources behind this project as of right now. That is because of, production delays and all the other projects they've got going right now. There are bigger fish to fry, so to speak. There are bigger priorities, and this Model 2 is still in development, but Tesla sort of put a pause on it. At least that's the official statement. Last time someone asked an official representative, I think it was asked by Elon, or asked rather to Elon himself, and he said that right now they sort of put the pause on that, at least currently. And obviously, as always, this sparks a very interesting question, as is what would be the Model 2? And also, is this the perfect time for Tesla to start working on their next big thing? Obviously, yes, Tesla does need to get a handle on their current projects, but assuming things go well with Giga Texas and supply starts to ease, I think the Model 2 is going to be a really big hit when it does hit the road. I think with gas prices what they are right now, more and more people are not just sort of considering EVs, but, seriously considering EVs. They're really looking into the numbers, they're doing the research, and really looking at what the options are out there now and what could be there in the future. And a true $35,000-ish Tesla would not just be a hit, it'd be an enormous hit. And obviously this isn't happening next month or next year, but I am really excited to see what this car looks like and what it offers when it does come out, hopefully in the next few years or so. And I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the Model 2? What price point would this have to be priced at for Tesla to really make this a sensational hit? What do you think it should have? What shouldn't it have? What could Tesla put in this car or take away to save on costs? Do you think there's room for this in the Tesla lineup and the Tesla ecosystem? Let me know your thoughts on the Model 2 and what Tesla could or could not do with this car down below. Speaking of Giga Texas, one of the first Giga Texas produced Model Ys has been now spotted in the wild, which shows some interesting and, not so interesting things. The VIN confirms that yes, this is not a Fremont car, this was built at Giga Texas, and on the outside, everything looks exactly like you'd expect it to. It's basically just another Model Y. The other question here this sparks is if Giga Texas will start producing the standard range Model Y soon as well. After that EPA leak a few weeks ago, it's been heavily rumored that this standard range Model Y could be a lot closer to production than we originally thought. And with sort of Giga Texas ramping up and maybe Tesla doing some things behind the scenes, we could see a standard range Model Y hit the road very soon, at least much sooner than the Model 2. Again, this is speculation, this is based off of leaks, but because of what we've seen from EPA filings and stuff like that, we could see a lower cost standard range Model Y maybe come out of Giga Texas or maybe Fremont very soon. The specifics are a little murky, but I would not be surprised if a Model Y standard range becomes available over the next few weeks or next few months. Next up, let's talk Tesla rentals. You might remember a few months ago that Hertz rental cars placed a huge multi-million-dollar order for Model 3s, ordering over 100,000 of them at full price, according to Elon himself. And now it looks like that fleet of Teslas is becoming more widely available and also expanding. In addition to the Model 3, Hertz has also confirmed that they are adding Model Ys to their EV rental fleet as well. And I did a couple of quick searches to try to find this stuff and find out more info, and I did find both the standard range Model 3 and the long range Model 3 available for rent here in the LA area, with the standard range being available for rental as low as $108 per day if you pay in advance. Now, I wasn't able to track down a Model Y in their existing inventory, probably because they don't have any just yet, but they are supposedly supposed to be adding them, and those should be popping up in the Hertz inventory here very soon in select cities, and hopefully it becomes widely available the more cars that they get. We're also now learning this week that Tesla is cracking down on some bad behaving savvy customers who might have been using a loophole that Tesla created themselves to their advantage. Sort of. You might remember a few weeks ago that Tesla began prioritizing full self-driving purchases when considering when new cars would be delivered, meaning that if you spent the additional $12,000 on this advanced software package, you could get your Tesla weeks, if not several months early, just by clicking that box and paying that extra money. But what some savvy owners discovered is that they could add FSD to their order at checkout, they could get that super expedited delivery window, and then once it actually got closer to the actual delivery window, ask for FSD to be removed, something which is totally in policy and something Tesla will do, and something Tesla has basically always done. They have allowed you to modify whether you wanted FSD or not before you took final delivery. And this was an interesting loophole that did work. Tesla owners were sort of fighting Tesla back at their own game, and they were adding FSD, waiting until the delivery window got super close, and then removed it, which now Tesla no longer allows you to do. They're saying that your delivery window will now be affected if you do remove FSD, though it is worth noting that Tesla is now allowing you to make changes to your order after it is placed, and it will not affect the price. It used to be that if you placed an order, then the price increased, that if you made any change to that order besides FSD, your price would increase to whatever the current rates are. Now Tesla is not allowing you to feel the impacts of the price increases, but you also won't have your delivery window expedited if you have FSD in the beginning, and then if you take it off, because that'll move you back to down in the queue, because again, Tesla is just prioritizing FSD owners, real FSD owners at this time. Now, of course, this would not be a Tesla news video if we didn't talk about some Teslas making the headlines in good ways and bad ones. And this now infamous Tesla jump happened a few days ago, and is probably one of the instances of a Tesla making headlines for all the wrong reasons. It's being reported that this was a rented Tesla Model S that made this jump and then smashed into two parked cars and a trash can. And as you can see, it did get airborne there for quite a few seconds. And the video, like I said, it sort of speaks for itself. I don't think that this is something that most Tesla owners usually do. I don't think this is anything that Tesla or Tesla owners themselves condone, and it's one of those wild Tesla stories that makes headlines for all the wrong reasons. As I know right now, I don't know if anyone has officially been charged, though the LAPD is offering a reward. Now, Tesla hasn't pushed many updates as of late, but what they did push recently, 4.5.17, does have an interesting new sort of feature, and that is that it explicitly prompts you to turn on one of Tesla's lesser known features, and that is the interior cabin camera. Now, as far as I know personally, this little interior camera has been installed for years in this exact same position, and it was always sort of originally intended to be used for more advanced driving systems. And I guess it was assumed that maybe as FSD got more advanced, you'd sort of use this to sort of monitor the driver, or when the robotaxi fleet took off, this could be used to sort of monitor who was in your car when you weren't in the car and the car was driving itself. It's not exactly sure what this was originally intended for, but it's sort of been used off and on for a number of different purposes over the last few years. I also should mention that we've had the option to turn on this camera, or at least share the diagnostics from this camera to Tesla for quite some time. That's not anything new, but what is new now is that this prompt is there, like when you get in the car after you do the update, and you are like prompted really specifically whether you want to turn it on or not before you can even exit out of this window. I've never seen sort of this aggressive prompt for this camera from Tesla before, but this is a very clear sort of signal from Tesla. They're saying, hey, do you want to turn this on or not? We don't know what it's going to be used for. We do know that it's supposed to sort of go to improving the safety of the Tesla vehicle system and sort of different parts of the Tesla. But many owners are not happy with this, and you don't have to turn this on. Let me just be clear. You're not being forced to turn this on, but Tesla is now more aggressively than ever making you aware that this camera exists and really sort of prompting you, nudging you in the right direction to turn this on. So in the event that there was an issue with the car or something was to happen, Tesla would have access to those interior clips for diagnostic purposes only. At least that's what they say. I should also mention that according to Elon himself, this interior cabin camera will be used to make Zoom calls, video calls from inside your Tesla. And we have seen the Zoom app leaked on a Tesla from Tesla themselves. So this might not be that far off from reality that you might be able to use this cabin camera for different purposes soon. Maybe we could see a Tesla App Store launch soon, but we don't know much on it right now. But we did see that Zoom app leak, so maybe we see some new uses for this camera soon. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this interior cabin camera? Some people don't mind it. Some people really don't like it. They think it's a violation of privacy. Are you going to turn it on? Are you going to keep it off? Let me know your thoughts on this interior cabin camera down below. As always though, guys, I want to know your thoughts on all the Tesla news for this week. What are your thoughts on Tesla Hertz rentals, on the infamous Tesla jump, on this cabin camera being turned on, or at least Tesla is prompting you to turn it on? What are your thoughts on the new colors and the Model 2? Do you like the idea? Do you not? Let me know your thoughts, all this stuff down below. As always, thank you guys so much, as always, for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.